All right, guys. Thanks for making it back in this morning. We've been working on a back take series, being able to take our opponents back. We first started with learning how to control the back first. Then we learned how to do some submissions from the back. And I did those two first because I knew that as we went through this series, you were going to get in the, if you were able to take the back, you needed to know how to control it, and you needed to know how to finish them, and you were going to be there more often than not. Okay, so that was the main point of the series at the very beginning. And then we moved on to how to take the back. We worked on from the open guard, doing leg drags, from the side mount, how to get to the back. We also talked about attacking the turtle position. One of the main concepts in that portion of it was being able to put your opponent in a bad position where he had to make a mistake. He either chose to roll up into turtle so he didn't get pass points, or he allowed you to take his back. It was like the only two options he had. As you started to create the pass, he either gave you the side mount or gave you the back. Those were the only two options. Okay. Then we moved on to trying to pull off of berimbolos, which I told you guys when I first started, like, I'm not great at them. We're going to kind of fumble through this together with this, and we put in pretty good work these past few weeks, and I feel like we've gotten a lot better in the training room for it. So now we're going to move on to the next part, which I tried to do, I think it was like the beginning of this year, Jake. I tried to counter your leg locks with a berimbolo, if you remember. And every time I kept still getting caught, couldn't figure it out. So today we're going to fumble through that. He's here today too, so I do want to understand, like, I could not use the berimbolo to counter his footlocks, even though that's exactly what I'm going to teach you to do today. And so when you look at that, you're like, okay, well, he's good at footlocks. So always, if you're trying to learn a new technique and make it a part of your game, you need to go find someone who is not as good as you first, gain confidence in the technique, understanding the position and how it works, and then move yourself up the food chain ladder on who's getting better and better and better at them. So like John and Jake in this room are probably the two that are better at straight foot locks than the rest of us. So when you're going with those two and in the live setting at the end of class, they're probably going to catch you. It's okay. All right? If you go with me, you're probably going to get free because I don't do straight foot locks that often. All right? So just remember that while we're practicing today. All right, again, let's warm up a little bit our lower backs since we're going to be going inverted. So the things I want you to do are going to be what we call oompas. We can go straight up and down oompas. Side oompas would be the other one that really helps warm up the back. Being able to throw our feet over our head all the way to our knees and back. And then do the one where walk your foot around your head and just try to warm up your neck and lower back. Then you're going to find yourself on the wall. And this will just be individual warm up for you. And go inverted on the wall, which I didn't do that great of a job there. Much better. And then if you want, get with your partner and try that drill that we did yesterday. Let me use you, Destin. Stand right here, 2 feet. Where we're starting up, open your foot a little bit, thank you. Coming on the inside here, and then your foot is entering in the hole, rolling up, and then rolling back out and back up. And then you either go back the same side to the front, where you're coming inside here, your foot is going in the hole. I can still kind of see his belt. or you can roll to the backside and make it a big roll. Okay? Just to practice and play, learning to get inverted, all right? All right, cool. All right, ready? 1, 2. Gosh, Jake came last night, got some extra PT time in, so did Lance. Yeah. Lance is trying to be like his son and get 11 hours a week, you know? You know, Lance's son gets 11 hours of training a week. 11. Yeah. It's insane. Whew. Rolled out.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I rolled out here. I should be facing the other way.
You made a couple?
I did. 2 in a row was good.
Yeah.
The third one I couldn't make, though. I'll make it over there to Leroy. And the second one's always easier. Oh, 3. Oh, 4. 4. I might go back this way now. 1, 2. No. Only made 2.
Third one.
Yeah, I can make third on the left, but not the right. Okay, you can use me, man. Yep, koala rolls. Inverted pandas. You're either getting bigger or your gi's getting smaller, man. Nope, just that one. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Weird size, like an 8 radius, like intense.
But A2 is too small.
Yeah.
And it's not really long either, so it's like A2 heavy. The one that works best for me is an A1 long or A2 fitted. I like A2 fitted, but A1 long is the only ones you can find. A2 fitted stuff. Yeah, so it's called A2F. But they make, I don't know if they make an A2H, A2 heavy. Heavy just means you got more here. Yeah, for your chest barrel you got going on there. It's good to see you in here. You still look like a baby-faced young man. Yeah. You look it for sure. All right, guys, just a couple more. Whatever you need to do if you guys are feeling good. And we'll get with it. Turn that down a little bit. All right, so just like another kind of important thing to think about when you're trying to do berimbolos, always, like I mentioned last time I was here, try to get your hips as close as possible to your opponent. The closer you get your hips to them, the easier the going inverted and getting them to turn in the right direction, or the better it works out for you, in a sense. Cash, I'll use you, my friend. Okay. So we'll start where we're in like this this position here, where we're in a double pull position, and I'm looking for the berimbolo, right? And Cash is going to take his either hand, doesn't matter, whichever hand, he's going to lift it up and put it around in his armpit on this side. So I'm pushing the foot out to try to build tension here. I'm holding on to his foot like I'm thinking about starting to create that angle on him to start my back take. But he's going to take his hand and reach up and snatch up my foot, and he's going to put it under his arm. Yep. And so he's going to start attacking my foot right here, okay? All right. If he starts to clamp on my leg right here, and he takes this foot and get it underneath the other side, he has the complete position for the leg lock, right? I'm in trouble, okay? I shouldn't have let it get this far, right? He's going to fall to this side, he's going to tighten up his arms and his legs, and he's going to finish me, and I'm going to have to tap, okay? So make sure today, anytime your foot becomes uncomfortable, just tap. There's no reason to have to limp out of here today or have trouble driving home, okay? So let's turn just a little bit and come towards me. Perfect. So we've gotten a double pull scenario. I have the De La Riva hook in. It's this hook right here. And I start to kick him out. And he's going to reach over and pull my foot up just like he did again. I have to make sure that his legs do not come on top of this one and clamp it down. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that I can do that. Right? I can use my hand to keep it off since his foot was over there. But most of the time in this position when I'm kicking out, like they'll bring it and place it under the hip here. Yes, kind of like this. And then he's looking to put this foot right on top. So he's going to go ahead and take this leg and put it on top and stomp. Yep. And then he turns to his side. He starts to add the pressure by stomping through that foot, and I'm going to have to tap. All right, I'm just showing you 2 different ways that they can finish it. All right, so we got that, 2 different ways at which they can finish it. Okay, so he goes here. I'm going to show you in full what we're going to try to do to defend against this, and then I'll break it down for you, okay? So just nice and slow, just like you did a second ago. Yep. Cool. Go ahead. So I eventually got to his back, okay, but it took some time. And you can see how if someone is better at you than footlocks, they're going to finish you with that position. All right, so what are some of the things that I did to help myself out is when he pulled this up here and attached it, I made sure to bring my foot on the inside here. And so now, even if I can't get my hand to this foot and undo his legs, at least he doesn't have both legs wrapped around my foot, right? So let's say he puts this one in, wherever you want to put it. There you go, cool. He puts it on the bottom. I don't like it to be on the top. There, it's a little bit harder to deal with, but
I would rather put it on the top, but I just didn't feel like I had access.
Yep, because I tried to keep him out. This foot being on the inside, still, even though he's got one leg clamped on me, this foot being on the inside keeps it away. So his straight footlock that he has on me is still pretty good. So being able to hold onto this collar and boot a little bit is going to help save your foot. All right, and I'm going to put my hands on his feet, and I'm going to start trying to turn towards this direction to get my knees or my hips over his knee line. All right, once my hips come over his knee line, I can start to find a way to put my knee to his hip. All right, so my knee's coming all the way over to his hip here as I rotate and turn. I find my knee behind his knee, and I start to turn him away from me. And right now I'm getting access to his back. He can still hold on to my foot here. Right? He can still put a lot of pressure on it where it doesn't feel great for me. I'm going to continue to keep trying to expose his back though. I'm going to continue to find his belt, push with my elbow, find his pants, push with my hand, looking for his back of his collar here. Using my foot now even to push on his legs to get him to turn the rest of the way. So I got to wrestle a little bit with him. Like my foot can go to the mat and start coming up above here to help alleviate the pressure on my foot. My hand's pushing down on his hips. I'm pulling up on his head here. I'm trying to turn him so that I can come to his back. And then he's still, he can still hold on to me in this position, right? I'm hoping that by me completely taking his back, he will eventually let go of the foot. Okay. Someone like Jake, good at footlocks, is probably going to stay on that foot a lot longer and put it under a lot of pressure with his grip. Right. When we went with Hillbilly Hammer and watched a seminar with him, it was a seminar on footlocks, and he talked just about how just having great pressure through your arms can be enough to get most people to tap if they're not used to the pressure. All right, all you have is that just massive squeeze on your foot. Your opponent feels that, they get worried. Seen tons of snaps happen, and they tap early because of it. All right, so let's go on this side. So I am here. I'm doing all the things I taught you yesterday and last week. Right? I'm kicking him this way, trying to get him to turn, and he plucks my foot up. Good. I like grabbing a hold of this collar. That felt good. And like getting a boot, but most important, before you think about collar and booting, is being able to get inside here. Like this will save you more than that collar and boot. If you can do them both at the same time, that's better. Okay? White belts do one thing at a time, very slow, bad timing. Black belts do multiple things at the same time, good timing. Okay? Cool. And then I'll just boot this out, and I'm looking to get over his leg. Let's see. If I release this and I don't manage that, I think he's just going to put it back in. Right? He's constantly going to be wanting to put his feet together over here. So if I try to change collar grips here and go on this foot, he's probably going to go over there. Does that cover it enough just to hold on to it? Okay, cool. So Cash says there's a battle right here. So I'm battling, and maybe another reason why this is difficult, I'm battling on three fronts. I got to boot, I got to keep this leg away, and I got to keep this one away. So I got two legs to deal with and my own leg. Three fronts, all right? It's tough. Cool? All right, so as we go, try to fight this in and just see how it goes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, see, he made it in on the inside. But am I already close enough to come up and roll over? I don't know. All right, but that's what we're going to figure out today as we get reps, is kind of understand the experience of the position and see what we can get away with and what we cannot. All right, with Jake and John, we're not going to get away with a lot. Okay, with me, you'll get away with a lot more, okay? Yes, sir.
When you're inverted is when your foot is safe. Okay, that's important. When your toe is upside, when your toes are the wrong way, not here. So when you're doing the inversion, that's part of the defense.
Okay.
But when you go back, that's when the pressure
Comes back. Good. Good point.
Is it a good time when you're inverted to try and boot really hard?
To free your foot, you should probably boot before you invert or while you're inverted. But then while you're inverted, focus on
if you do not boot, you can't invert because your foot is going to be caught. And if you roll, when your foot is caught, you're going to mess up your own knee. Okay? So let's talk, that's like a little safety tip. This is good, right, Lance? A little safety tip here. So like,
Do this where the foot falls
okay, perfect. So when he gets this up here, if he has it on the end, yes, good job, nice. When he has it on the end here, and I start thinking about inverting right now, watch, my toes aren't gonna move, and I'm gonna start moving. What's happening to my knee? It's very bad, okay? So just don't think Coach said invert, I should invert, right? You should invert, but you should invert when your foot's in here. Now watch me invert, watch what my toes do. Okay? See how I safely turned? Okay, so if your opponent does a good job of adjusting to the toes, adjust to the toes. Like, this isn't the move. Okay, got to understand what battle you're in. You're in the battle to fix your foot. All right, so like, grab onto this collar and boot. Now you're safe to. Right? I can't do that though if he's got this here. See, I cannot boot. I cannot boot.
They're taller than you.
Yep. I have to be able to swipe this off first. Now I can boot. All right? If they have this foot in, go the opposite way. This one in on the bottom. Good. This one in on top. Go right here. Good. Turn your foot that way this time. Yep. Like, it's hard for me to boot. Look, his foot's in the way. I've got to get this off, and even that, this foot's in there now. Still can't boot, right? So like, just the pressure of him laying on it is tough for me. There, I got to get over the knee. Now I'm over the knee line. Look, there goes my foot. Now I can come up. I don't know. This little part right here is a little weird too, like trying to come back up and get my knee
It also
on the
depends
mat.
on what I'm doing, because if I'm laying down,
Yeah, I should just probably mount you,
yeah,
right? You can come on top and just mount at that point.
yeah. But I think if I'm flat, then it might be.
A little bit easier. Yep, and my knee goes to his hip. Okay, find his hip, and then start to roll underneath. Okay, and I need to make sure I'm building up behind his knees with my leg. I'm turning him out. I'm finding his collar, finding his belt. Like, holding onto his belt and using my elbow to turn him is strong. Like, that's a strong position right here. Scooting my hips away because I can't move him is also strong. Okay? All right. Cool. All right, let's try it out nice and easy. Always when we're learning a new technique, let's go at like, 10 to 20%. Let's get good reps in. We will add intensity and speed towards the end of class when we're running rounds, all right? All right, ready? 1, 2. Good, let's go. Yeah, those bugs are getting all over us, huh? Did that work out, Jake? As long as he does the steps correctly and you don't counter it? Yep. Jiu-jitsu, huh? Jiu-jitsu doesn't work. Yep, just snatch it up. Excellent. Yeah, as long as as long as they put you in the footlock and don't try to upgrade their feet, it's very simple. Don't try to upgrade their feet and get a better clamp. It's pretty simple.
To be honest, yeah, that's what. Once you get inside position, I don't have.
Yeah, but he can fight back to it, you know. So, as long as he's not fighting back, it's simple. Like this position here, being able to get inside position, pushing this off. Let's just go hop over this time. So boot a little bit better, maybe. I like it when we go to a final position better than just do the technique and stop. Like getting that extra rep of the finish, I think is important work, you know?
Well, it's what every other sport does at the highest level.
Yeah.
Catch the pass.
You finished the run, yep. Good point, man. I never thought about putting it like that. It's so smart. Okay, I'm gonna go on you. So you do, is it here? Is that the right way?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And then I'm gonna pluck this up. I'm gonna just put it right in here.
You're plucking that up. My first, obviously you said black belt, you want to be able to do multiple things at once, but in terms of priority,
Get
is
this.
getting this inside.
Get this. This I find when I go with someone like Jake and Josh, like the 2 footlockers or leg entanglement guys, fighting the feet and getting inside the legs is more important than the booty.
And because this leg is underneath this leg, that's my highest priority because this leg can't necessarily come on top.
It's harder for me to come on top, but
harder.
it can. This feels weird to me though.
Okay.
To put this on top with this inside,
And it seems easier
feels
for
awkward.
me to discard.
So I'm gonna come here because of this.
Yeah, so if I have first round draft pick, I want to get this inside
Yes.
right there.
Yep.
And then
You want
there.
to deal with this while booting. If you can boot, try to boot with this foot in and see what happens. See if I can keep you out. Yeah, you booted pretty well.
And then the way to keep out is to hop over the knee?
Yes.
Or,
Yep. On this one because I came on the inside. So you're gonna roll this direction and you're gonna hop over it. If you can see that
yep.
pressure.
But I can't really
You
discard that.
you can't discard that. So you
It's just
need to
hips.
be able to move your hips. Yeah, use your hands. There you go. There you go. You're on the outside now.
Hips, and then I'm working my way towards the ball.
Working your way to get this knee now on my hip.
Okay, so
And that's the weird awkward part. This needs to
And
come
this-
underneath and almost you don't like discard this and allow this to come in, but you want to start getting up because your hands now, you want to adjust to like maybe the pant grip. Yeah, see now my foot can't come out. So this guy's free to do work because the hand's doing it. So
and I'm
keep it
still
straight.
in jeopardy of being swept because I can't necessarily like come back here. 'Cause
I believe that's the way I got up with my foot up. So like drive your hips into me now and come up on that knee. And I might be wrong. Maybe I put my foot inside here
And I
and
guess-
then I come up on my
you
knee.
can't sweep me because I've got
I'm gonna
control of
try.
this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to push you back there and try
I
to
feel
sweep
like
you.
it's a
It's whoever's ahead.
yeah.
Yep. And then this knee lands right here. Good. And then you start to roll. Good. Yes, perfect, dude. Excellent. And I let go of the foot, but let's say I kept it. And you can see how it's not very smart for me to hold onto the foot any longer. Transfer from the belt to my collar. Good. And then transfer from my pant to the belt. Yep. Good job. Like, see, I'm still holding your foot. and you're gonna choke me out.
There's really no like real sense of submission at that point,
Correct, because I don't have a clamp around. In order to break this joint, I gotta control this joint. And if I can't control this joint, then all I have is just pressure on this. Not enough pressure. I would love to, I guess. I just miss it. Is it working better with you with that twister hook? Yeah, that works way better. Yeah, do that. Good point. I'll add that in on the next one. I'm gonna try it a couple times though, because it felt weird to try to throw it in. Oh, I'm doing it to you. You need to start on the inside, but once your hand takes over the foot, you don't need to stay on the inside anymore. I can try to start to come out. You waiters, just keep that waiter sweep in. Keep lifting that up. Yeah. Don't put me in the head.
Gotcha.
Make sure your knee stays out though. There you go.
Below your knee.
Yeah. You remember that principle I think one time we were talking about? You're gonna get the hook in, half butterfly, make sure your knee's winning the knee battle.
Did you ever, maybe not, but you know, like when you go to that crab ride, sometimes you do something like this.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you ever do that?
The problem with this though is I got your foot. So imagine now if as you throw that over, go ahead, throw that over, and I go right there. And then I just start extending it up. So no, not in this scenario because I have your foot, no. So instead you're gonna roll back up with your head up and put your foot instead of behind, put it in here and see if that works this time.
Like
Staggered, like that, yep. And then roll over that way.
But I gotta get my hip to your hip. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, this knee now needs to come over here. You pull up. Is that an easier way to come up than previous?
Maybe so, yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, I'm gonna let go of this collar, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It feels kind of weird to let go of it, but
You need to start getting to the backside. Good now. Leroy put his foot inside here, yeah. There you go. Good job, dude. Very good footwork, man. Excellent footwork. Excellent footwork.
Yeah, it makes sense to get that foot under as a lever when you're doing the pull.
Yeah, it was a lot easier, right? Hey, so he started his bolo roll and then threw the hook in too, and it worked way better. So yes, instead of doing like a full leg drag, it's almost like I'm doing the leg lock defense into like a half bolo leg drag, and you're doing the leg lock defense into a bolo with a twister hook type thing, which is, I think, better because you got control of the hips better than what I do. That's excellent. Good. All right, I'll move over and get that. How's it working out, Dylan?
How important is it?
Because you aren't controlling inside the foot, he's most likely, if he's great at footlocks, just going to pinch with his knees on that side. He's going to take that foot and come on top, belly down. Like, this guy's going to be the problem big time. So getting inside position first and then trying to get it outside the boot and outside the knee, I think is the proper order that I would try to do. At least that's what happens when I'm fighting Jake or Josh. Like or any leg entanglement guy, fighting the feet off and getting inside position is like priority 1, P1. All right, guys. Cool. Like, excellent work. Way to go slow through the movement so that you guys can kind of understand it. It's a complicated thing. We just want to make sure that, like, we're always getting inside positioning. We're always trying to keep our opponent's legs apart. We're fighting the feet. It's in and that's in any leg entanglement. Any leg entanglement that you come across. Like, I was getting caught a lot in leg entanglements when they became very popular, and I was kind of behind on understanding it. And a guy came in here, Nick the Tooth, and he just said, "Man, leg entanglements are simple. Just fight the feet." And I'm like, "Huh? Fight the feet? Just put if you just put your hands on their feet and keep their legs opened up, they don't have any way to put pressure on your leg to control it to finish a break. So fight the feet, get inside positioning, and you'll most likely end up being okay." All right? Let's add now a different way to escape this position of the footlock, and we're just going to go direct to the knee line instead of opening up the legs and trying to come out the side of where the footlock is and then coming over. We're just going to jump straight over into his hip line over the knee line. So we're going to go into the double pull this way a little bit more. Good. Again, always like, I want to be super close to him when the footlock is coming. Like in the berimbolo in general, I don't want to be way out here. I want to like have his foot turned underneath here. Like, I want to be closer. The closer I am to him, the better it's going to be for me to establish the bolo. Also, the same for the footlock. Like, if I'm far away from him, it's good for him. He's on the end of the lever. Like, I want to be as close as possible that this isn't as bad for me. Okay? All right, so my job is to get over this knee. If this knee pinches down, then I'm going to be stuck in the leg lock. Right? This knee is the problem. So when we start to get into this position and he grabs my foot, I still want to like, man, you're so long. So there's limitations to every technique. Like, look how much of his knee is here. It's like on my chin, you know? So I got to climb this humongous tall mountain. So understand, like, some techniques work out better for others than some because his leg's so long, it doesn't make sense for me to try to jump over on top of him to get over this mountain. It would make more sense to do what I did the first time, which was get this inside position, start moving my hip out this way, and then get my knee in.
If I do that,
I might be able to push it in the hole here and come on top, but I do need to make sure I have a good boot still, right? Because when it was on the end of the lever, my foot's inside there. When I'm trying to come over, it feels a little, I got tension right there. There's tension on my foot, it can't rotate. Do you guys see that, how it's kind of caught in his armpit? Okay. So I might need to go to Lance for this one. I need to go to Lance.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to keep my knee up in a real roll.
Yeah. Here, let me switch you out just so I have someone I'm more comfortable with. And again, like right there, I'm not comfortable with this technique. It's not my technique yet. So I need to make sure I find someone who's more appropriate for me to work the technique and work out all the bugs that I have for it. So Lance, come back in here, man. Okay, Lance is my size. Okay, we're the same weight, same height. It makes sense to start my work trying to perform it on someone who is relatively close to the same attributes as me to get to understand it. So he attacks my foot right here. Good. And then I want to try to get up. Yeah, see how I can come up over his knee? And then my knee lands right on top of him. And it's simple to roll. All right. Let's go this way, Lance, so they can see the knee drive. When I was working with Cash, that did not seem like the right one. It just felt like it was just wrong. Felt wrong. And that's because of that high knee that he has on there. So I'm getting close to him. I'm trying to get ahead of the roll, and he snatches up my foot. I am going to come up over this knee. So you can see now, look, his knee is down at my chest. So Cash's was at my chin. His is down here at my chest. All right. I like to hold on to this so far. Most bolos, we are going at the pants and getting their leg to turn. I think this is where I was going wrong with you, Jake. Like, I was still trying to just bolo. Right? I was still trying to turn this over, and what was I doing? Putting myself in the foot locker. Right? So grabbing here, I think, and being on this foot so that he can't bring his leg. So I'm still not coming inside here, inside positioning yet. Right? So there's a little bit of a speed factor here, but I'm holding out his foot so he still can't get his, like, try to put your knee on my knee, like pinch your knees together. Like, there's a little bit of him not getting there because of me holding on to this. Right? He still can pinch it, though. He can still make it happen. But I think I'm still able to come up over the top of it and put my knee to his hip as I roll. And now I do have that nice little hook that you were doing, Leroy. As I roll and go inverted here, I want to use my leg and get my hip close to him so I can start to rotate him.
Are you still on his collar?
I am still on his collar, yep. And matter of fact, great point here, like, watch the switch, like it's under his elbow right here. I just keep the hold of the collar. I actually never let go of that. Okay? If I can't get over, let's say he's Cash, right? And I can't get my arm gets stuck in here and I can't get it through, then just pull it out and then re-grab. Right? And I'm using my hand still pushing down. This one's pulling up, pushing down, shrimping out. Let's finalize the position, though. Don't even stop just right here. Let's continue our reps. Let's continue our reps to get the position that you want so that you can finalize a complete back mount. That way, it's just an additional good rep. You know, like Barry Robinson guy always talks about getting good reps constantly in stand-up. Like, that's what we should be doing, going all the way to the finish, getting another rep. Cool. You guys feel comfortable with it? At least understand it? All right, let's try it out. Ready? 1, 2. Leroy, try to keep a hold of that collar. You had no hands on the collar. You just kind of straight up just went rolling, man. It's like jumping out of the helicopter without holding onto that rope all the way down, you know? What's up, man? How are you doing? Doing great, man. Like the shirt, dude? Yeah, it's cool. See it?
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Your goal is to get to the inside. You grab back here. This hand over this hand goes.
Yep, and I booted.
Would you explore grabbing?
Yeah, good, but make sure your elbow is on my foot. There you go. See the extra like
2 points of contact.
yeah, 2 points of contact. Yeah, good word. The extra
Because
contact.
if that's not there, you'll try to
Maybe.
bring it. But that's why I was thinking if you grab the pants, you know, if you grab the end of the lever, like you can still
Get
have
my
a
knee.
pulling motion,
Yeah.
right? So you're saying you can do that
And
do
that leads better. Yeah.
And so
Use this to pull yourself and pull that knee right here to the hip. So your hip's got to come over my knee.
but I'm keeping this where it is.
Yeah. Yep. There we go, man. It's all right.
Because I had the collar. I need to no, you said keep the
Yeah,
collar.
I've kept it the whole way. But you don't have to. If you want to reach, because you need the reach to come underneath, do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
So, am I able to roll inside like this?
You might have to roll outside. You ready? Good. Now pull that out on the other side of the shoulder. There you go. Okay, now transfer me over to get that last hook. There you go. Good. My name's Kyle.
What's up, dude? Jason.
Jason, nice to meet you, man. That shirt, we're working on berimbolo today, man. You might have to teach us something out here.
Oh, this is a shirt made for one of our blue belts. And yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they are. We're practicing them. We've been practicing them last week, this week. We're trying to figure it out. So, how's the team? Yeah. Yep. Look like a fish out of water, right? Get that underneath. Oh yeah, you do it to me. Yeah, sorry.
Now, how do I determine when to do this or this versus coming inside here? Is it my choice?
It's your choice. Yeah, your choice and your comfortability. So, like if their leg's longer than yours, I would probably always swim that over and come inside. If it's someone,
that's the safest option.
yes, it's the safest option. You're fighting the feet and you're getting inside positioning.
I mean,
But if he's short-legged, like me and John, you can probably just pop your hip over this knee. Like, so I'm here, you got it booted. Like, I'm trying to come underneath you already to get this foot. I'm trying to bring this knee close. Like, you feel these two actions.
I do.
And then you are going to move your head that direction. Make sure, though, you pull yourself and get this knee to my hip.
So I can either go same side, which is the quickest route, or I can bring this leg inside and go
Yes,
that way,
and then come back.
and then come back.
Yeah.
Just a longer road.
Yep. A longer road, yeah.
Probably a safer road.
For sure. Shortest route isn't always the best.
So I'm here, I am using this to bring it back.
funky, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's okay. What happened is we rolled and ended up in the same position.
What did I need to do in my roll?
Get your hip closer to mine, I think. I felt like you just tried to roll and not come up over the top of me. So let me do one quick. Spin this. Attack my foot. Good. So when I'm right here, I'm pulling myself up and like pulling myself to the leg. See how like my head's coming here? My knees coming across and I'm like coming underneath you. I'm starting to roll up. I can use my knee on your hip. You see how my foot stayed? I might have also discarded your leg completely when you rolled because I got kind of put on my head weird. Just try it again. Much better. Yeah, you came towards me this time.
Towards you, and then my head is inside.
Like, try to put it right here.
But that means I'm rolling inside, right?
Yes.
I'm rolling inside.
Good job. Continue to attack my back, yo. All right, guys. Hey, we only got like 9 minutes, so let's get some rounds in with this work and see how well we do. Always, like, we taught a position and a transition. This one was a little tough. We took a longer time to try to figure it out, and that's fine. When you go with your partner, like, if you're not finding success, then when you come back out the next time, tell them, hey, I'm just trying to figure this out. Let's go a little bit slower, okay? So we can go anywhere from 20% all the way to 100%, depending on what you guys want to feel this morning. Where we're going to start is going to start... let's start in the double pull, yeah. Double pull, you're going to kick their foot out, and then they're going to foot lock you, okay? So you got to allow the foot lock to first get put in the armpit, and then allow the escape, and then if you want to continue the roll after that, that's fine. So Jake, come here. Like, me and Jake will start. I will get in this double pull position, and I will turn him out. Good. And then he attacks my foot, and we're going to try to escape from right here, okay? Right, and as you can see, like, Jake's already kind of got this one tight on me. See if I can boot it out, and then I'm going to start my roll. And see, he comes right on top of it, and I really got to manage his top knee. Like, see how my knee came on top? We rolled, and we ended up nowhere except the same spot, but I'm thinking of his outside leg right now, and he wants to discard this and put that foot there, and I'm wanting to come inside. And so I had to try the first one, failed, and now I'm coming to the second one. Good, still failed. Okay, and then coming to the mount. All right, so I tried once, tried the second one, still failed, and then ended up still getting a good position on the mount, though.
I think that's a good point. I think mostly see bolos when they're thinking about something else. And if they know that the bolo's coming, you usually have to switch to something else.
Cool. Perfect. All right, we'll go 3 down. All right, ready? 1, 2. Guy on bottom's trying to escape, get to a top dominant position or the back. The guy on top, or the person doing the footlock, is looking for a submission or finding his way to the top. Okay?
So the guy being footlock is trying to do what?
The guy being footlock is trying to get to either the back, which would be the best. You win the day, you get to the back, or just to the top position. Out of the footlock, not submitted. The guy that's doing the footlock is looking for the submission or finding his way to the top. Because remember, if I'm holding onto the foot, I can, if I'm holding onto his foot here and he's trying to bolo me, I can just come up 1, 2, 3.
So the escaper is trying to get to the back or left.
To the back or a top position. Get to the top. A sweep. Yes. Yeah, just get up. We'll make it simple. We got 6 minutes. All right. Whoever wants Jake, make it happen. All right, guys, that's the last one right here, okay? All right. Try to start arching on his foot. Yep, keep pressure with your legs though. Keep your feet curled up and keep arching. Keep your feet curled up too. Pinch your knees, feet curled up. Curl your feet up. Use your heels. There you go. There you go. Nice. Try to go belly down a little bit more. Look towards the parking lot. Nice, he's gone. Good job, Cash. He's out of there. Make the best of it, though, okay? Try to transition to something good. Nice. Good leg drag. Good job. Nice. It is hard, yep. That re-attack, I liked your idea of the re-attack. Yeah, no connection when you went. It's all good. You understood it. You got it. Hey, excellent work. We're going to move into the no-gi. We're just going to try the same position in no-gi. We're not going to spend too long on it, maybe 1 or 2 reps, and then we're going to get into a lot more rolls. All right, guys, ready? 1, 2.